So since it's an undercut, we just need to shave all around. I think he mentioned going from a 0 to a 1. And then
0 to a 1, okay.
Yeah, and then the top part, it needs to be trimmed, mostly in the back because I tend to do the pompadour thing, and it's just like too long in the back.
Okay, so this is gonna be a 1 to a 0, and then the top we're gonna trim it, right?
Yeah. If we could make the top even, because it's actually longer on this side.
You don't like that?
I mean, I do. It's just because I tend to do more the pompadour thing.
Oh,
It's just real. It's really weird.
A 0 to a 1.
And then you're going to trim the undercut or the
No, the top part.
Yeah, up the bummer here all the way around.
Okay, so she wants more of a pompadour
Yeah, like 0
instead
over
of the
1.
what she has.
Yeah,
I mean, I like doing the side thing. It's just that I tend to do the pompadour, and it's just really difficult to style it when one side is longer than the other.
Okay, yeah, we can totally do that.
How tall are you? Pretty tall.
Yeah, if it's too long too, it's kind of hard to get that volume for that pompadour. So
Yeah.
if we take some of that length off and we texturize it, it's not so heavy.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot better too. For us to just kind of style it like.
Yeah. Usually, I always tend to go like a lot shorter on the sides. Like last time I went from a 1 to a 2 because my hair just grows back so quickly.
The way that I look at it is, if you're gonna experiment, it might as well be with hair because it grows back. Tattoos are permanent.
Yeah.
Drugs are dangerous.
that's all fun.
Oh come on, you don't want to eat some Tide Pods? Oh come on, you don't want to eat some Tide Pods?
I never understood why they did that. Like I've always heard people go like, but it just looks so tasty. It's like, yeah, but it's full of freaking chemicals.
Wait, you actually know people who've eaten Tide Pods?
No, that's what I've heard.
Oh god. It literally, you can get some
My brother and his fiance, they joke around and they're like, we got our snacks. And I'm like, what? They don't eat, they just joke around. We're like, we got our snacks. I'm like, what? And they bring up the big thing of Tide Pods. I'm like, wow, really? They're like, yeah, we're just joking.
That's the question for the first date. Do you eat Tide Pods? Okay, good. We just had to get that out of the way. Make sure you're not eating Tide Pods.
No.
So are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you had to go on some dates and ask.
No, I haven't been on a date since February.
Why?
All he wanted to do was cuddle and watch movies. Didn't want to go out or anything. Huh?
Are you talking about Nick?
No, different guy. Nick was, I don't want to discuss him while we're here.
No, come on. Oh, because you're on video? Oh, they'll just go silent on probably our conversation. We'll just do video clips.
Nah, my last like official boyfriend was also her friend, and he did some pretty bad stuff, and I don't want to discuss that.
What?
Like he didn't like hurt me or anything like that. It was mostly mental stuff. He didn't do it on purpose, but it's just like it's what happened.
Why? What do you mean he didn't do it on purpose?
He was doing stuff that just messed with my mind. That was just like
cheating on you?
no. He was an alcoholic, and
yeah, that's hard. So they're kind of selfish. Alcoholics are very selfish. I think out of like all the drug addictions, they tend to be one of the most selfish. I don't know why that is. Like there's so many other addictions that could be so much like they're more hardcore where you're going through withdrawals, but like for some reason.
I mean, like I don't know if he's gotten better or not, but it's just the whole thing is like he got
He
kicked.
sounds like narcissistic. Like alcoholics tend to be very narcissistic.
That's
It's
an
just
understatement.
true. No,
That's
they
an understatement.
tend to be very narcissistic because I don't know what it is that they start drinking and then they like
Well, cause like,
they have like two personalities. They have like their drunk personality of who they really want to be,
well,
like
what's
who they think they are.
what was worse is that he also has seizures, and he takes seizure medication, and then he would drink alcohol, and we try and tell him, like, dude, you shouldn't do that. And of course, he's like, well, if I do it in moderation, it's fine. It's like, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he would like, cause he got kicked out of his house for a little bit, so I had him move in with me and my family. They're like, as long as he has a job, he's paying rent, he can stay. I'm like, all right, cool. My first red flag was I'm the one that was filling out the applications and made his resume, so he didn't do that.
So why are we enabling him? You can't do that, man. You can't enable people.
Yeah, so got him a job. Then at first, with the drinking thing, it's just like it wasn't that bothersome until like 2 days in a row he would have 6 shots of vodka at night. And then one time he tried to have 6 shots of vodka at night in the morning. It's like, okay, dude, you need to slow it down. And at first, we're like, we'll allow you to drink, but only around certain times and everything. And he's like, okay, I'll do that. 2 weeks later, he grabs a jar, he buys a bottle of vodka.
Well, he has to want to quit on his own. Like, you can't force somebody to quit.
I know. And then I go, what the heck are you doing? And he's like, I'm an adult. I'm able to do what I want. So I'm like, oh, God. So, and then,
Yeah, it sounds like you have, like, codependency issues.
I did, yeah, but I
Like,
finally
you
learned.
wanted him to do something that he wasn't even wanting to do. Like, you were basically trying to help him.
Yeah.
But why? Why, like, what made you want to do? Like, what would make you want to fix him?
I cared about him too much.
Now are you talking about Nick?
Yeah.
We gotta work out these issues. We don't have a lot of time here.
Yeah, but, nah, he just messed with my mind. He thought that just because he was older than me that, he can do whatever he wants and he knew better and everything and he could take care of himself. But, the one thing I hated was one time I actually talked to him and, the way I broke up with him, yes, was horrible. I'll agree with that. I regret it.
Wait, what?
The way I broke up with him was really
Oh, I
bad.
heard you, but what? What's the story? Like, that...
Okay, so the day I broke up with him, what happened was he had some rare seizure that caused him to hallucinate.
Oh, grand mal seizure?
Oh, it was bigger than that. But, of course, I didn't know that was possible. And
Yeah, my friend has grand mal seizure. She's had been hospitalized for her seizures, but she doesn't take care of herself either.
But, so, I didn't know what was going on because he was hallucinating and calling me Lucifer from the TV show Supernatural.
Are you
You
serious?
need to get louder so everyone can hear this story.
Yeah.
No, I'm into it.
Yeah, so he was hallucinating, calling me Lucifer from Supernatural.
I know, right?
And he thought that he was able to control everything around him.
Oh my god, is he schizo or is this like normal? Like, is this
This
normal?
was-
It's a normal seizure for him. He's off his bench.
Yeah, it's a type of seizure, but of course we didn't know at the time. We thought he like snapped or something.
Wow.
So then I called the police and everything because then he almost got violent with me. He started to push me. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, this isn't right. He'd never do that. So I, called the police and everything. And they're like talking to him and everything, trying to get him out of my room because that's where he was at. And there was one point where he almost got physical with the cop, and they like took him down like a sack of potatoes. And they got him handcuffed sitting on the couch. And like all the EMTs and police were surrounding him. There was like 6 or 7 EMTs and a couple of cops.
No, I thought my phone was going on.
And like he was trying to prove that he was able to move things around. He's like, watch, I'll prove it to you. And he has his hands.
Oh my god, so did the cops take him to the mental hospital?
Yeah, so what happened, they asked me, because, he's out of it, they're like, you have 2 choices. I'm like, okay. And like, one, you can either take him to Thunderbird Hospital and have him voluntarily go into the psych ward, but it would have to be his choice.
Why? It sounds like like I don't get why they would say that's his choice. Like,
Well, because with the hospital it has to be voluntary and it has to be with his choice.
oh.
But they told, and I'm like, well, what's my other option? And they're like, your other option is to take him to the other psych ward, involuntary, where they usually take people. And the way he was acting, I'm like, take him to that one. And so after that, I couldn't take it anymore. And I talked to her about it. You know, I was telling her I just couldn't take it anymore. I don't want to be with him anymore. There was just too much stress and trauma.
Yeah.
And so after he finally came out of it, you know, he was actually more conscious. The next day, I broke up with him over the phone while he was in the psych ward.
Good for you.
So his family was not too happy that I did that. They thought I should have waited until he was out. But I'm like, I knew that if I waited until he was like in front of me, I knew he was gonna do the whole, no, we can talk about this, you know, putting his hands on my shoulders, you know, like we can get through this, I can change and everything. And he did.
People don't want to change.
But he gave that whole spiel a few times, you know, about certain things, like, dude, you need to step up your game.
Guys say that or just verbally abusive. And when they say that, it's like they're cute, like, oh, I'm just gonna manipulate you and I'm just doing this, and then I'm gonna go back to being a douchebag.
Yeah. Well, because, like, when it came to the drinking thing, he was talked to my parents 2 times. They had, like, a little intervention with him 2 times. And even his stepbrother and sister talked to him.
This guy?
A year and a half. In the beginning, it was fine. It was great. It was when he got kicked out and then he moved in with me.
Actually.
Oh, okay. Pompadour it, so you're gonna have to take all that off.
First of all, are you going this way with your hair? Or is it gonna go this way?
And then the back's gonna be shorter.
Yeah.
The front, and then, like, this is the longest part of your pompadour.
Oh, yeah.
It might even be too long. Well, I'll start longer, and then I have to take that a little bit shorter to get the volume I need for the pompadour.
Yeah, it's good.
You want it pushed all the way back?
But yeah, so last time I had talked to him, I was upset because I had lost my job at the time, and I remembered he had owed me some money. And, well, I found out that he's getting like $3,000 a month with disability. I just told him I was waiting for like 2 or 3 months, and he's like, oh, sorry, I had to do this, oh, I had to do that. And I'm like, you know what, screw it, never mind, don't pay me back, you're never gonna pay me back. But I got mad one day because I was just frustrated, you know, it was just a bad day, and he's like, well, do you have PayPal? I'm like, no, I'd rather you just send me the cash, you know, in the mail. And he's like, well, PayPal's a lot easier. I'm like,
why didn't you just set up PayPal real so I can get some money out of it?
I don't know, I just don't like the idea of PayPal, you know, so I don't know. But anyway, so I just asked him, like, well, I'd rather you just send it in cash. And he was like, well, PayPal's easier, I can just get it done right here, right now. And I just got so frustrated. I'm like, well, or you can stop being a cheap ass and, you know, just send the money through the mail. And I was like very specific. I'm like, you can even get a Queen Elizabeth stamp for all I care and send it to me through the mail with your $3,000 allowance, even though it's actually disability because he was a veteran. So, and that ticked him off. But then, you know, I felt bad. I'm like, you know, that was kind of out of line, and I apologize. He's like, it's okay, you know. I mean, because it was, you know, I took out my anger on him and everything. But the next day, I apologized, and then apparently he was telling me he still had feelings for me.
Oh God.
And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I don't want you in my life that way. He's like, but I've changed. I'm like, I know, but I don't want you in my life that way. And then he's like, why? And of course, I had to re-explain to him everything that he did. And he literally says, well, I apologize, but the way you're putting it is you're portraying it way worse than it was. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So
have you talked to this guy since?
Nope. Last message I sent was just about the money, just saying, you know what, screw it, you know, I don't think you're going to pay me back. And that was the last thing I sent, and that was a couple weeks ago, because I just didn't want to wait anymore. It's like, screw it, you're not going to pay me back. Because he kept on saying, oh, I want to be friends. It's like, why would I want to be friends with you after what you did? Not even that, like, we both promised each other that if we broke up, you know, we'd still be friends.
Why?
But, like,
why do people do that? It's like
I don't know, but
I'm gonna blame you more still.
you know, we tried, and then like
friends with him like that?
Well, I mean, I tried, but then afterwards, out of nowhere, he just got mad at me for breaking up with him and everything. Like, you premeditated this. And it's like, what do you think the breakup entails? It's like, obviously, I had to premeditate it, you know, over time. So, but, yeah.
Being negative? Being negative or being positive?
Yeah, the last guy I dated, the last guy I dated, it wasn't even serious. It was only for not even a month, you know. We were just seeing each other, but I wanted to go out and like do stuff, but all he wanted to do was just watch TV and cuddle and stuff. The only thing we did was just go out for Texas Roadhouse on Valentine's Day. After that, it's just watch TV and cuddle and stuff. And I asked him, like, dude, we can even go out for like a walk or something. I don't even care. And he's like, I don't do that. The only time I do that is if I'm taking my dog for a walk for something for work. I'm like, seriously?
Did you send it to him?
Well, I hope you find a nice guy.
Highly doubt it.
No, come on.
Because the last guy I dated, that was the first time I dated somebody since my last ex. So it's been almost over a year since I broke up with him. That is a new feeling.
Does that hurt?
A little bit, but
Does it?
yeah, but not a lot. So it's fine by me because you're probably getting most of the dead hair anyway. Because I
No, I'm just.
bleached my
So
hair
it has a more. Like this.
straight. You're getting some of the dead hair anyway. I bleached my hair a few months ago, and ever since then, like the ends of my hair just felt weird.
Yeah.
And of course, I dyed my hair red, and then it changed.
I like this red color on you. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's just like one of those boxes I got at the store. The color was blood red, I think it was. So. Is he finally falling asleep?
What?
Is he falling asleep?
Yeah, he's already asleep.
Oh, okay.
He's been asleep almost as soon as you handed it to me.
Just want
I think that's what he was getting mad at you for, was that he was tired, but you kept trying to give him a bottle.
What? See?
Oh.
It's okay, you don't know all his different cries.
Yeah, I remember when somebody told me that. They're like, yeah, there's different cries. I'm like, there's different cries?
Yes, there is.
You know what's crazy too? I was a mother and I knew how to take care of my own kids, and sometimes you take care of somebody else's kids, and even after taking care of so many babies, it's like you just don't. It's like weird. Like I don't know why this baby's crying. I had 2 of my own babies, but I don't know why your baby's crying. Here, you can have it back.
Yeah, you probably noticed I have a few calyx. So.
What are you thinking of this? It like wants to go this way though. That's the only problem.
It's
is it like
because
wants to go that way.
It's because I've parted my hair that direction like since forever, so it's probably just so used to going in that direction. So
what do I do? I think I left this side a little bit longer, so you can kind of start trending it to go this way.
yeah.
And this side a little bit shorter because it's wanting to go this way, so this will kind of get it to go back that way.
Yeah, because basically it's like all slick on this side and then it comes forward over here. But I tend to just like I have hair putty and then I just like, you know, just slick it up and everything.
What do you think? Is that what you were thinking?
Oh yeah, so much better. I was getting like a little ponytail in the back. I'm like, that's not what I want.
Okay. Get all the hair off you and then we'll shampoo you.
Alright.
Alright.
Only thing is with your hair, you have to push this down. Or pawn it. Because once it's down. Right here. The front. I know that one's completely.
I figure I'm gonna come home, my mom's gonna be like, what the heck?
I love it. Alright, come on. I like that shirt. Where'd you get that shirt at?
Walmart.
No way!
Yep.
Oh, that's cute. Volume in your hair, it's gonna be really easy for you to apply it. Like, it just kind of goes into like a pompadour itself. You don't even need to have a round brush to it.
Yeah, my hair is naturally curly, so.
Oh, nice. Well, one thing I was saying is to kind of flip back the sides.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I just tend to just slick it so it's not all poofy on the sides.
I'll get used. Hold on. That's one way to do it, right?
Basically, yeah. You say that.
That's what I need. That's right around the sides.
Catch them in video, they're gonna be like, what is she doing?
Well, that's anything I do. They probably just like edit everything I do out. They're like, this girl is crazy. Oh, this smells really good.
Yeah, I can smell it. Pretty
It
good.
smells like vanilla. Good.
Let's see if we can get it down with the border.
Oh, that is so much better.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
So I want to go back then?